This is what I have posted on the group chat. But I love all the habits which I post there. And then every time I look at those lists, oh yeah, that's something we can talk about in the meeting. Something we also needed in Atomy business. So I will just wrap it up in the meeting with that. Okay. What is a common habit for the successful people? And then that successful people, including us, because we're gonna be successful with Atomy. These are successful people. It's not the people, like who's a billionaire, Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates, not those people. We're going to be that people too. So we should have those habits. Okay, what's their common habits? Number one, set goals, which is true. In Atomy, we are doing Atomy as a not as a hobby. We're doing it Atomy, create a residual income. So this is our number one priority at this moment. Yes, to some people, yes, maybe not be number one priority, but still, in order for us within Atomy, in order for us to become successful, what do we need to do? We need to set a goal. Without the goal, we will not know the direction of our business. When we don't have a goal, what will happen? We might end up in somewhere we didn't even expect. So by setting a specific goal, we will exactly know which road we need to take, how fast we need to go. That's why we are talking about writing a life scenario. When you have a life scenario written down and they're reviewing every month, you will know exact direction of your business and your life. And I think we can even talk about the setting goal even just for an hour as a like meeting topic, right? Because setting goal is a very important part in terms of business. Take responsibility. And I think this takes a really important part in Atomy too. When I was having a meeting, some people ask, like, Eric, was there any time that you wanted to give up? I never thought about giving up Atomy itself, but I felt that there was a time that, it's so hard. I just want to take a rest a little bit. But I didn't take a rest because of the responsibility. People who are joining Atomy and people who decided, and the people who I asked to join to do business together, I have a responsibility for them. Even if I'm tired, I cannot rest. Oh, you know what? I'm too tired. I'm just going to take a rest. You do the business. No, I encourage them to do the business. I ask them to, let's see the vision together and let's get there together. I say together, but I cannot just back out from it. So to me, the one reason I can really put myself here and face all the challenges and come all this way, responsibility. Because I don't want to make my partners or members feel down of my own personal disappointment, some situations. So once we start taking the responsibility of our business itself and our people, your business will grow, and there you will be able to gain the grow trust with your people. And take a responsibility in other way. Instead of blaming other people, just blame yourself. For my Atomy business not doing well, okay, it's because of my sponsor, my members. No, just blame myself. I just blame myself. Because I am lack of this. I was being lazy for that. I just easy to blame myself. Because once you start blaming other people, you start getting headache. So just blame yourself. Then you just need to improve yourself to be better. It's easier because you cannot change other people. Oh, I don't like my sponsor. So can you change your sponsor? You can. Oh, I don't like my partner because of that. Can you change your partner? No. But you can change yourself. Only people that you can change, it's yourself, and that's the easiest way. So take a full responsibility of the business and for yourself. They have a great self-discipline. And this is the one hardest part for Atomy too, because Atomy is a self-business. This is a business where you don't have to, check in, check out. You don't have to sit in the office for 8 hours or like certain hours. Everything needs to depend on you, how you are doing it. So if you have a concrete goal, you're very great self-discipline, people will progress in certain way. But people who doesn't really have a self-discipline, that's where they're feeling hard to do this business. Oh, nobody's watching. Okay, I'm not going to join the meeting. It's okay. Okay, I'll join the meeting, but if I do have a time. When you have a self-discipline, okay, Atomy, I want to learn, I want to win, then attending meeting, doing something, following up, it should be mandatory. So we should learn to make ourselves have a great self-discipline. And it says over here too, right? Strong trait for all success people. All the success people, they have a great self-discipline. So number 4, they're obsessed with the self-development. Same as with us. Nobody's really perfect. Nobody don't know how to present well. We don't know how to use a product well. We don't know how to present, but we are learning all the time. As long as you have attitude to learn, you are doing great with a self-development. Nobody's born as perfect. And if you really think that you're perfect, maybe you need to talk with the golfers. Even the people who think they're perfect, when I asked, okay, they said, oh, I know everything. Oh, you don't have to explain more. Okay, I know everything. Because when I talk to some people, they say, Ari, it's okay. Don't waste your time. I know everything. And when I start asking questions, oh, I don't know. Oh, really? I don't know. So even people, they know everything. Eventually, they really don't know. So I think when we have that humble attitude and just try to learn. And Atomy business is hard at first because this is something we haven't done it before. Who thinks that network marketing is easy? I love doing network marketing. I think there are not many people who will say that. But at the end, once they become successful, even the seniors, right, who are like 81 or like 75, who become crown master, royal master, when they become successful, what do they say? Oh, at first I thought I never knew that I could do network marketing. I never knew I could do this, but I'm here. I made it. They didn't have ability, but along the way, they developed themselves. So what do we need to do? We just need to be open to learn new things. If you're trying not to listen, that you'll be stuck maybe 1990 or just year 2000. The world is changing in a very, very fast speed. So if we don't catch up, probably we'll be delayed in terms of information age. Okay, so open yourself to learn many things as possible. I love what the speaker was saying. More you learn, more you will earn. Which is true. Okay, and number 5. This is something we talk about in Atomy too, right? They read a lot. And that's one of the things what we need to do for our daily ACOR. What was the number 1 daily ACOR? Read. And we're not asking you to read for like whole day, like even just a 15 minute. Have a habit of reading. Let's say for 1 hour, no internet connection. There are many people who will start panic. They're panicking like, no Facebook, no Instagram, oh, no text messaging. What should I do? I'm bored. Read. You can read. If you don't really have a habit of reading, remember, like Walter gave us amazing option, audiobook, right? If you're not a person actually sitting down and reading a book, then you can just open up your YouTube, or you can just download the audiobook, lie down or sit down or just listen. And even listening, let's consider as a reading it too. Better than not doing anything, because there are tons of books, and through that book we'll be able to gain their experience. Why am I have this book just right beside my table all the time? She's a real master, and when she wrote a book, which means that she has a way more experience than myself, so I will be able to earn that experience. Something I won't be able to experience, but I'll be learning by reading the book. Why are we reading all those successful people's book? Because we'll be able to gain, right? We can make their experience ours by reading it, right? So through reading, we can become a great leader, because in Atomy, it's not about, okay, so I already know about the compensation. I know everything about the product. It's not about that. It's a combination of everything. You need to have a good people skill. You need to have, you need to learn, talk to certain people in a certain way. That's why Atomy business is hard. Even people who are really good at selling, we cannot guarantee their success. It's not all about selling. And even people who really talk well, we cannot guarantee their success. It's not just about talking well. You also need to earn a trust from people. So see, when it comes down Atomy, it's not just about, okay, let's make $70. No, inside of that, beyond the $70, so many things like hidden. In order for us to make the $70, we need to build a relationship. We need to gain the trust from the people. In order for us to gain a trust, there's a lot of process going through it. That's why we are attending meeting, any types of meeting regularly. So by hearing from many people, we will gain our own confidence and we will find our own ways. Okay, so through reading, we will gain our knowledge and we will gain the experience we weren't able to experience on our own. Okay, they are great at time management. When we attended global Zoom meetings or any other meetings, remember when the leaders are coming and share their personal experiences, at the end we do have a question and answer session. And what was a popular question was, should I do Atomy as a full-time or should I do Atomy as a full-time or part-time? Because people still, like weighing the options. Should I quit my job and do Atomy as a full-time? I'm only doing part-time. I'm Atomy as a part-time, but is there a chance for me to become successful? And thanks to Jung Park, I think he gave us a clear answer. And even besides Jung Park, there are many leaders who gave the answer for that. It's not about full-time or part-time, your mindset. Even if you are doing Atomy as a part-time, but to you, Atomy is your main goal to become successful. Even if you only have 3 hours after work to spend Atomy, you can still make your success. But you have 8 hours, which means you can do Atomy for 8 hours for you to share, follow up, do everything in 8 hours. But you're not doing Atomy. Then even if you think that you are doing Atomy full time, maybe the results will be lacking than the person who's doing part time. So it's not a matter of whether you are doing full time, part time, how much focus you put it into this business. I've seen even I have seen the people who are doing part-time and still making residual income, making still success in it and that. So it's not, maybe I'm not successing enough because I'm doing part-time. No, I think it won't be an excuse, right? Depends on how much focus you can put it into this business. Even if you only have an hour, I even sometimes tell people, Erin, I don't really have much time, but I really want to do Atomy. Then I tell them, if you only have an hour, if you could just even spend an hour, if you exactly know what you need to do for an hour, you can create a result. Instead of just, what should I do? Your hour will be gone. But if you have an exact plan for what you need to do for an hour, you already have a list of people that you need to contact. You already have a list of the things that you need to follow up. Then you'll have a productive 1 hour. And then 1 hour piled up for a whole week, you'll be able to create a result you want. Okay, so it's not about, I have a full time, I have 8 hours to Atomy, so I can win fast. It's not about like how many hours you can actually have in your hand to do Atomy. Right? So how much focus and how much actual time you can put it into this business itself. They take risk. If you don't take big risk, you can't expect big rewards. So for us, I only joined this business because there's no risk. Because to me, what it means is like no loss of the capital investment, because there was no capital investment needed for this business. So there was no risk to take for this business. That's how I took it. Right? Because as I mentioned it many times that, I don't want to take any risk, because if I open the other businesses with a capital investment, nobody guarantee that I will be successful or not. But in case I made it, like, let's say 50,000 or like 100,000 investment, get a loan from the bank, and 100,000 investment to buy certain business. And what if the business doesn't go well? What happened? I get a risk off that 100,000, the loan which I got it. But when I with the option for Atomy, zero risk. Okay, definitely I'm joining in. But for us, I think what risk means, how we can understand this one for us, what risk can be. To me, no risk. But to some people, like when I talk to people who's been doing Atomy for like several years, to them the risk, the time. I spent this much of time, but still no results. But still, at the end, for the time which they have spent for Atomy, they learn, they grow as a bigger person, a bigger leader. So to me, in Atomy, really nothing to lose. So this is one common habit for all the successful people, but I think it doesn't really apply to us. Okay, they keep on going even when they face failure and setbacks. So we will read a lot of book from the successful people. They're talking a lot about the failure. And what they said, many of the business people, in order for them to become successful in that business, they failed average 6 to 8 times. Nobody becomes successful after just one try, one opening of the business. If you read some of the successful people, they will say, oh, in order for me to become successful in this one, I had like 8 failures before. I had 6 failures. But I didn't give up because I knew if I learn something from my failures, I'll be eventually make a successful business. Amazing. I think that is a different mindset of the ordinary people and success people. They don't take failure. It's a failure of their business, not failure of their life. So even if you're not really getting the results of the Atomy at this moment, it's not failure of your life. Just let's say just like a slow down pace. But as long as you're not giving up, you're not take it as a failure, you move on. When you move on, luck is waiting for you. We have seen so many pictures. Remember, there are 2 people digging for the gold. The one guy just turned back. If we just dig one more, we'll be able to see the diamond or gold mine. But the other gentleman, it's keep on not giving up, just keep on digging. We're going to be that person. We're not going to give up until we really see that gold mine. Maybe your luck is just right in front of you, but since you're just too tired right now, you say, oh, too much. Okay, I don't need Atomy. I don't need residual income. I'm just going to go back. Let's not do that. I have seen people like, let's go a little bit, one step further, but no, it's okay, Ari, you go. I'll just stop it here. Because Atomy, why would you give up? Yes, I think nobody will say life is easy. Life is challenging itself. So that's the same thing with Atomy. It's a fun, we can make it as a fun business. It is a challenging to deal with the different types of people, but joining meeting, getting different people's ideas and energy, we can make this business enjoyable. And they find a way to win. Same with us. Right? Whatever coming in front of us, it's not going to bother us. We'll always find a way to in. We will always find a way to get back up, and we're not going to stop until we reach Imperial Master or making $50,000 a month. And if you're telling me that I'm crazy, thank you. Yes, I'm crazy with that. So we're not going to stop until we make $50,000. Yes, and if you think that are you really sure 50,000, please change your way of thinking. You are here to make $50,000. If you're joining tonight, you are listening correctly, you are going to make $50,000. We're not talking about the lottery. You'll be able to make residual income of $50,000. Probably you won't be able to go sleep tonight by thinking about that. Okay, last one, the final one. Oh, okay. They do what they love, but to us, did we find something we love already? Atomy. We found Atomy and we love it. Okay, I cannot force you to love Atomy, but don't you love Atomy product? Once you love Atomy product, this business becomes easy. Right? When I say easy, but it's hard to make. Yes, of course, making money is a different story. But once you love the company, love the motto, when you love the product, you'll be able to face a rejection without any like a hardship in your mind, right? You can just let it go easily. Oh, our product is too good. How come you didn't say it? Oh, too bad. So remember last week I said reject the rejection. So when we love what we do, we'll be able to reject the rejection. So people rejecting us, okay, so I'm giving back to you. If people saying no to the product that we are introducing, oh, I feel sorry for you for not really seeing the value of this product. You're going to be beautiful. You're going to be healthy by using Atomy product. So when we have a confidence and when we love what we do, our product, no more rejection because it doesn't even feel like a rejection to you. Okay, so I don't want any one of us to give up. We're thinking Atomy is hard because getting too much rejection.